Ladies and gentlemen, we are on our approach. We ask you to sit down, fasten your seatbelts and switch off all electronic devices until we have reached our final parking position. Welcome to Switzerland. We thank you for having flown with Swiss and wish you a pleasant stay.
This is Zurich. In this video, I am going to show you some of the main attractions, events, means of transport, extraordinary hotels, tourist shops, and at the end a few interviews. Have fun! The Zurich Opera House is located in the center of Zurich at the Sechseleutenplatz. The exact address of the Opera House is the Falkenstraße 1. Until 1964, the building was called Stadttheater, then Opera House. It was opened on 1st of October 1891 and offers space for 1,100 people. The Opera House has been run by director Andreas Homoki since 2012. Before that, it was Alexander Pereira that headed the opera. There are popular pieces, famous singers, but also regular premieres, children's operas and ballet in the Opera House. The Zurich Opera House counts to the best houses. In 2014, it was named Opera of the Year at the International Opera Awards. The Lindenhof is a moraine hill and a public place in the old town of Zurich. The place is next to the Lindenhofstraße. Moraines are deposits of glaciers. It has a magnificent view of the old town with the Großmünster, Rathaus, the Limmat, the University, and the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology. The Lindenhof is a location of numerous historical events. Today, the Lindenhof is an oasis of peace and tranquility in the middle of Zurich and a meeting place for chess players. The hilly area with its medieval remains is listed as a Swiss cultural heritage of national importance. The St. Peter Church in Zurich is one of the three Old Town churches that characterize the silhouette of Zurich. It is located on a hill in the left bank Old Town near the Lindenhof, more accurate at St. Peter's Hofstadt 2. The church is the oldest parish church in Zurich. Foundations from the 9th century are still visible under the chancel. The first mayor, Rudolf Brunn, acquired 1345 the church. Today his grave and monument is on the outer wall of the tower. The first Reformed pastor, Leo Dude, was a friend of Zwingli and worked on the first Bible translation in Zurich. His tombstone is also on the church wall. With a diameter of 8.7 meters, the dial of St. Peter's Church is the largest in Europe. In the tower are 5 bells from 1880. The largest weighs, without clappers, over 6,000 kilograms. The Frau Münster in Zurich is one of the 4 Reformed Old Town churches and one of the landmarks of the city. The exact address is Münsterhof 2. The church was built from the middle of the 9th century on the opposite side of the river of the Großmünster. Today, in particular, the 5 glass windows manufactured by Marc Chagall in the 1960s attract many visitors. Another important glass window is the Heavenly Paradise by Augusto Giacometti. The origin of the Frau Münster is with its 5,793 pipes, the largest of the canton of Zurich. The landmark of Zurich is the Großmünster. The Großmünster is a Protestant Reformed church in the old town of Zurich. It is located on the Großmünsterplatz. It belongs together with the Frau Münster and the St. Peter Church to the most well-known churches of the city Zurich. His characteristic twin towers are the real landmark of the city. In the Großmünster, regular church music concerts take place. According to legend, Charlemagne discovered the tombs of the city's patrons Saint Felix and Regula at the present site of the great cathedral and had a first church built as a canon monastery. The stained glass window by Sigmar Polke, the Romanesque crypt, the cancel window by Augusto Giacometti, the bronze door by Otto Munch, and the Reformation Museum in the cloister are just a few of the highlights that can be admired in the Großmünster. The Kunsthaus, which is located at the Heimplatz 1, has the largest collection of modern art in Zurich and is known for its permanent art collection as well as for temporary exhibitions. In addition to works by Alberto Giacometti, there are also important paintings by Picasso, Monet and Chagall, as well as numerous contemporary Swiss artists. There is the largest collection of Munch outside Norway. The Lake of Zurich used to be primarily a transport route. Today it's a popular destination. You have gentle waves, peace, relaxation and delicious food. On a boat tour, the Zurichsee region is the most comfortable to explore. Most of the shore locations are serviced by shuttled boats throughout the year. Athletes, gourmets and explorers can experience a lot around Lake Zurich. You can do water sports, relax on the green lake shores, experience family activities or unique festivals with lake views. The region around Lake Zurich enchants young and old. Lake Zurich is a very popular destination in summer. Here you can swim, boating or picnic on a secluded spot. In addition, countless opportunities to try out sports such as stand-up paddling, windsurfing or water skiing and wakeboarding. The Museum of Design Zurich has two locations, once at the Pfingstweidstraße 96 and at the Ausstellungsstraße 60. Temporary exhibitions on design, visual communication and architecture are on display. In addition, collection highlights or a collection exhibition of Swiss design icons will be presented in the exhibition. These include, for example, the Peeler Rex, the Swiss Army knife Victorinox, but also typeface designs like the Helvetica. The listed building itself is interesting for architecture enthusiasts. The Urania Observatory is a public observatory and is in the district Lindenhof. The exact address is the Uraniastraße 9. In the 50-meter high round tower of the Urania Observatory, visitors can observe the celestial bodies through a telescope up to 600 times magnification. Whether lunar crater, the cloud bands of Jupiter or the church tower of the Großmünster. A guided tour in the Urania Observatory is always a special experience. The observatory opened in 1907 and it was the first concrete building that was built in Zurich. It is still one of the most striking buildings in the historical Old Town and has been a listed building since 1989. Public tours take place every evening from Tuesday to Saturday in all weather conditions, and every evening on the first Saturday of each month, additional guided tours for children. The Bayer-Watch Museum is located in the heart of Zurich and is one of the leading private world museums dedicated to watchmaking. The address of the museum is Bahnhofstraße 31. One of the most important private collections of clocks can be found in the Bayer-Watch Museum. Around 260 very precious pieces show the history of the timekeeping of 1400 before Christ until today. Some very fragile machines can only be put into operation extremely rarely. Thanks to video recordings, it is possible to admire these artistic masterpieces in motion. Visitors will find information on most of the watches on iPads in 6 different languages. The world-famous shopping mall was created after the construction of the Zurich main station. At the point where the city fastening dig was 150 years ago, it now connects Lake Zurich with the main station on 1.4 kilometers. Here you will find numerous boutiques, department stores and watch shops, but also the Paradeplatz, which is the center of the Swiss banks. For locals, the Bahnhofstrasse is just as popular as for the guests and is always worth a visit. In summer you can stroll comfortable to the lake. In winter you can find mulled wine and hot chocolate on every corner. In addition, there is a carillon on the Bahnhofstrasse, which rises every day at 11 and 16 o'clock, and is also well visited by tourists. In the carillon, folk figures from all corners turn to the familiar Swiss melodies. Here's a clip of it. Sechseleuten, or in the vernacular, Sechseleute, is a fire and spring festival in Zurich, which takes place annually in the middle or end of April. In the center of the fire smoke stands the Böck, an artificial snowman filled with wood, wool and firecrackers, symbolizing winter. The street parade is a techno parade in Zurich, which runs along Lake Zurich and is also the largest techno party in the world. Hundreds of thousands of electro and techno fans dance around the Lake Zurich during the street parade. The street parade is usually held on the second Saturday in August. The Zürichfest is the city festival of Zurich, which takes place every 3 years on the first weekend in July, in the city center and around the lower lake basin. It is by far the largest Swiss folk festival. The event attracts around 2 million people for 3 days each. In addition to a fair, there are also attractive stands with specialties from all over the world. There will also be spectacular musical fireworks on Friday and Saturday evening, which is definitely one of the biggest highlights. At the Slow Up you can drive with everything which is operated with own muscle power. The Slow Up Lake Zurich takes place on the almost 30 km long route between Meilen, Rapperswil-Jona and Schmerikon. The Slow Up allows all residents of Zurich and the communities along the lake, but also guests from near and far, to experience the beautiful Lake Zurich far away from the usual hustle and bustle of everyday road traffic. In between there are also stands with food and more. The Zurich Open Air is a music festival near the Zurich airport on the grounds of the municipalities of Rümlang and Opfikon. The musical spectrum includes indie, electro and rock music, and includes a mix of the internationally known musicians, bands and newcomers. It also thrills with a fascinating festival area with various food and entertainment stands. The festival area covers about 95,000 square meters and offers a campsite for 3,000 tents. In 2017, the event counted around 80,000 visitors over 4 festival days. In the city of Zurich, there's a bus or tram station every 300 meters. At the stops you will find information about the timetable, the next connections, the zone plan and the ticket machine. Tickets for 1 hour or day passes for different zones can be sold. Within the loosened zones, the tickets are valid on all public means of transport. The city of Zurich belongs to the Zone 110 and the airport to the Zone 121. You always have to carry the ticket with you, because the tickets are checked regularly. Instead of a day ticket, it is worth buying a Zurich card. This is available at any ticket vending machine and is unlimited, valid from the cancellation at the machine 24 hours or 72 hours in the zones 110, 111, 112, 121, 140, 150 and 154. For night owls, on Friday and Saturday night buses and S-Bahn lines run from 1 o'clock in 9 regional networks. 2 tickets are required to use the night network, a valid ticket and an additional night supplement of 5 francs. The hotel is the summit climber among the Zurich accommodations. Located at 869 meters above sea level, Hotel Utokulm is the highest accommodation in the city of Zurich. The wooded mountain is used by city dwellers and tourists alike as a recreational area and lookout point. This is the smallest hotel in the city of Zurich, which consists only one room. It is about 25 square meters big. The Hotel Milchbar was set up a little over 2 years ago as part of the reconstruction of the same-named cafe in the Zurich District 1. The exact address of the hotel is Kaplergasse 16. The one-room hotel will auction the overnight stay to the highest bidder. The minimum price for one night in a one-room hotel is 300 francs and increases by 10 francs per bid. Bidders may also specify a maximum amount. 1 week before the day of booking, the auction closes at midnight. If you are awarded the contract, you stay in the room designed by the Zurich artist Max Zuber. The cheapest hotel in Zurich is called Hotel Gertrud and is located on the Gertrudstrasse 12. With 100 francs per night, it offers a cheap place to stay. The guests seem to be satisfied with the stay in the Zurich District 3. In exclusivity is the hotel on the Zurichberg hard to beat. For 14,600 francs, guests can spend the night in the 400 square meter Maestro Suite at the Dolder Grand Hotel. The address of the hotel is Kurhausstrasse 65. It was designed in the honor of the Austrian conductor Herbert von Karajan. Chocolate, postcards, wooden figures, the typical Swiss pocket knife and many more souvenirs are plentiful in the souvenir shops of Zurich. Typical souvenir shops in Zurich are, for example, the Edelweiss Shop souvenir store at the Bahnhofsplatz 15, Teddy's souvenir shop at Limmatge 34, or Dolmetsch AG at the Limmatge 126. From which country do you come?
India.
And how long are you going to stay here?
3 days.
What are you going to visit?
First of all, this is our first day. We are visiting city.
Okay.
Tour, and next day we will going to Mount Type.
Italy.
Nice. And what do you think about Zurich?
It is very beautiful place. It is good for romance.
And which types of means of transport did you use?
We use tram.
Oh, nice.
Mostly.
From which country do you come?
I'm from China.
How long are you going to stay here in Switzerland?
About 5 days.
And what are you going to visit?
Church or the Switch Lake, and we'll leave at afternoon.
And what do you think about Zurich?
Zurich, I think, is a quite beautiful and convenient city. You can take a train to everywhere.
And what can you recommend other tourists
If
to
I
visit?
just to Switzerland, and we are here for honeymoon, so I think it's a quite good place for honeymoon. Yeah.
And which means of transport did you use during your...
We take an airplane here, and
Yeah.
we'll take the train to the other cities.
Nice. From which country are you?
I'm from Turkey.
And how long are you going to stay here in Switzerland?
2 days.
What are you going to visit, or what did you visit?
Okay, today we came here and now we visit this
Flamins?
yes, Firmensen, and the lake, Zurich lake.
Yeah.
And then we wanna go so many places, but I don't know we will go where because another friend come here and take us.
Okay. And what are your thoughts about Zurich?
There is a so beautiful city, very silent, very peaceful, and I like so much because in here I feel peaceful.
Nice. And what means of transport did you use during your stay?
In here there is a metro, I think.
Yeah.
We use this, and I don't know another if we need, but I don't
Okay.
know actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you could enjoy your stay and wish you a nice day on board.